Boys and young girls, good evening. You are welcome in the zoology class organized by Society of Career Technology and Jan Vikas Mahasabha. Today is the 96th episode. Today we will talk about circulatory or blood vascular system of Hardmania. It is very interesting in many aspects. Before coming to the topic, I would like to emphasize you that to gain knowledge is practice and to gain division is a practice. In your examinations, your question paper will be of 3 hours perhaps, meaning that by 180 minutes. And in that 180 minutes you have to answer 5 questions. So for one question you have 35 to 36 minutes. So you have, in that time you have to make a diagram and you have to make the comment also. In that case, your diagram making and your writing speed should be tailored in such a fashion that it should be completed within 35 to 36 minutes. And for that, you have to simplify the diagrams of the books. It is an art. And you have to cut the answer according to the time. So, if you talk about the blood vascular system of Hardmania, the diagram present in the book is this much. And it is not possible for any of you to draw it within 10 to 12 minutes. For that, there is a trick. And don't make all the labels. You can use this formula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and just in the side or below you can describe the meaning of that number. So that way that diagram will appear more comfortable, more clean. In Hardmania, first important point is that in non-chordates generally we get respiratory pigment hemocyanin, in which there is cupric ion of indigo or light blue color. In all vertebrates we have hemoglobin, which contains ferric ion of brick red color. In some annelids we have iron containing hemerythrin or chlorocruorin. But in Hardmania all these are absent, and Hardmania have the capacity to concentrate vanadium from the surrounding seawater. In some of the acidians it has been found that they concentrate niobium. One thing. Secondly, here the heart is an elongated tube. It is tube within tube, like the refill of a dot pen. It is heart and it is enclosed in a pericardium. In between heart and pericardium there is a pericardial fluid. If we cut a transverse section, we see that the heart is present in this middle, surrounded by the pericardium, and heart is connected with the pericardium by a small elongated mesentery. As such, there is no heart valve in Hardmania, but there is a pear-shaped mobile valve, and it changes its position after every 3 minutes. So all the blood vessels, they behave both as an artery and a vein alternately. The main 4 blood vessels are: number 1, the ventral aorta. Ventral aorta just after origin sends a branch to the test vessel, and then it passes from the ventral surface of the body cap up to the branchial siphon. In the branchial siphon, it sends 64 branches to all the 64 tentacles. 6 to 8 siphonal branches to the branchial siphon, and to all the gill slits or stigmata there are transverse vessels, and all these transverse vessels, they are in continuation with other branches, the transverse vessels coming from the dorsal aorta. Dorsal aorta is present on the dorsal surface. It also shows some branches to the siphon, which are called siphonal, some branches to the tentacle, which are called tentacular, and then its posterior end opens into a third branch, which is called brachiovisceral vessel. On the other hand, from the heart also the other end opens into a vessel which is called cardiovisceral vessel. Now a very interesting point is that both these vessels, brachiovisceral vessel and cardiovisceral vessel, they send branches to all the visceral organs, and we give their name according to the name of that organ. So here one branch goes to the esophagus, so it is called esophageal. One branch goes to hepatic organ, so it is called hepatic. One branch goes to stomach, it is called gastric. Fourth goes to intestine, so it is called intestinal. Fifth goes to renal organ, so it is called renal. And sixth goes to gonad, so it is called gonadial. So these visceral branches are coming out from both brachiovisceral vessel and also from cardiovisceral vessel. So the visceral organs are supplied blood from both vessels. Now what happens? After every 3 minutes, at one time, the mobile valve goes into this direction. This part behaves as an artery and supplies blood to all the visceral organs. At that time, this part and ventral aorta brings blood back to form a vein. After 3 minutes, this mobile valve goes to this area. At that time, this area will function as a vein and bring back blood. This will function as an artery and will send blood to different organs. So this way, after every 3 minutes, the direction of blood flow is reversed. It is a very interesting thing and not found in any other animal of the animal kingdom. How it evolved in Herdmania, we don't know. It is a mystery for the zoologists. In organs, capillaries have not yet been reported. Some blood spreads around the visceral organs in the blood sinuses or lacunae. So this is an open type of blood vascular system. Normally open type of blood vascular system is found in invertebrates or non-chordates, and in chordates we get blood capillaries, the closed type of blood vascular system. But here we have blood sinuses, and it concentrates vanadium from the surrounding seawater. Perhaps it functions as a respiratory pigment, but it has been reported in many other ascidians, but in Herdmania it is not sure whether it is present or not. In one more book it was reported that in some of the ascidians have the capacity to concentrate niobium from the surrounding seawater, although its capacity to bind with oxygen is very low. But we don't know detailed physiology and biochemistry of this. So this is about blood vascular system or circulatory system of Herdmania, which shows many peculiar features. Thank you very much.